I'm gonna be honest here, fellas. I never really used to wear a fragrance to bed. And to be honest with you, I never thought I'd be making this type of video. And I didn't really know it was a thing to wear a specific fragrance just to go to bed until I joined the Facebook groups a while back. I would hear people talking about wearing a fragrance to bed all the time, and that was something that I never really thought I would do. To be honest with you, I thought it was pretty weird when I was first hearing about it, and it was something that never really interested me. But, this video, believe it or not, has been requested pretty highly. A lot of people have asked me, hey, what are some good fragrances to wear to bed? And up until now, I've never done that, so I couldn't make this video. But I figured I'd give it a shot here just for you boys. So for the past 30 days, I've worn a different fragrance to bed each night, and here are my top 10 favorites. So let's go and get into this. So just a couple quick things before we jump into this video. One, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also turn on post notifications and like the video. I'm trying to put out as much content as I can for you guys. So all I ask for in return is a simple subscribe and like. And the second thing really quickly here, what kind of fragrances was I looking for when I was kind of making this video and doing this little experiment? Really, I was just looking for fragrances that were kind of sweet and just kind of have a calming, relaxing smell to them. So there's not going to be like any like citrus fragrances in here. There's not going to be some very fresh, bright fragrances, for example, like Sauvage type of fragrances that are very just in your face and strong. Nothing like that. These are all just going to be very soft, easygoing fragrances that just kind of calm you down and put you in a nice, relaxed mood. Starting off with number 10, we have Unwashed Jubilation. So you may be thinking, why are you putting this when you're talking about fragrances that aren't that strong and things like that? But this one, even though it is a very strong scent and it's got a lot of depth to it and it's one that really just kind of punches through the air, there's something about this one that just kind of has this nice sweet, incense quality to it, just very relaxing to me. This type of fragrance is not going to be for everyone. This is the typical Amouage incense type of fragrance, right? So this is one that you may not want to just go out and blind buy. Definitely want to sample this one first. This one, though, is great for fall and winter time, cooler weather. This is a really, really nice, unique scent, and it's one that I really enjoyed wearing to bed. So this is coming at number 10, Unwashed Jubilation. Coming at number 9 here, we have Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. So this is from their private blend or their private line of fragrances, which run a lot more expensive than their regular designer line of scents. This one, though, is really, really nice, and this one got hyped quite a while back. This one's got some patchouli, it's got some ambergris, it's got some spices as well. This is a very nice, creamy, slightly spicy, almost masculine scent. This one is unisex. In my opinion, it does lean a little bit more masculine than feminine. There's something about this scent that when I smell it, I just love it. It's kind of one of those fragrances that ever since I first smelled it, I knew that it was a hit. I knew that it was a winner for me personally, and it's one that, I've kept in my collection ever since then, and it's one that I like to wear a lot in the cooler weather also. This one also works great for wearing it to bed in the evenings. It's kind of got this nice creamy, soothing type of smell to it. It's one that just calms me down, and it's one that I don't mind smelling a lot as I'm falling to sleep. There are certain fragrances that would probably start to get annoying. You're smelling that whole time while you're trying to sleep. But with this one, not at all. This one, very pleasant to fall asleep smelling, and it's just one of my personal favorites overall. So coming at number 9, Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. Coming at number 8 here, we have Dior Fève Délicieuse. So this is another designer fragrance, but from their private collection. So again, this one's going to be a little bit more expensive, and most people do know about Fève Délicieuse by now. This one is another one that got quite a bit of hype a while back. Jeremy Fragrance actually hyped this one up a lot, believe it or not. And this is just a really nice, powdery, and sweet scent. The main note in this one is tonka bean, and actually, if you look, this was rebottled into something different. And if you look on Fragrantica for the new bottling, I'm pretty sure they only have tonka bean as the only note. But if you go to the older Fève Délicieuse page, you'll see that there is more notes, which there are. And just overall, this one is just very nice, powdery, sweet. And it's just one that is so calming, so relaxing. This is probably one of the most cozy scents that I own. This is perfect for cuddling, perfect for anything like that in the cold weather, and again, perfect for going to sleep or falling asleep. It's one that is just so easy on the nose and just so pleasant and warm smelling that you just can't go wrong with it. So coming in at number 8, Fève Délicieuse. Coming in at number 7, we have Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. So this one has been another one of my favorites here for a while on the channel. This is one of my first Yves Saint Laurent fragrances that I got back when I first started collecting, and it's one that I've loved ever since. So this one goes in a slightly different direction in terms of what I've included on the list so far. This one is a little bit more fresh, but not all that much. This is this nice apple ginger fragrance. It's a little bit spicy, but it also has a little bit of a sweetness to it as well. This one to me is more of a daytime fragrance, and when I was including this list, I thought about putting Unwashed Jubilation here instead because that one is more of a nighttime fragrance as suggested by the name of it. But this one, you know, I felt like I wanted to include this one more. I just love how pleasant and how just easygoing the scent smells. Unwashed Jubilation would be a great pick. I didn't personally use it here in my 30-day challenge type of thing. I thought about it, but I didn't. But like I said, I ended up going with this one instead, and I'm happy I did. I love this scent. You know, it's my apple orchard fragrance, like I always say, and it's one that I just can't go wrong with. So pleasant, so easy to wear, so gentleman smelling, and it's perfect for going to bed. So coming in at number 7, Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. Number 6, we have Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. So this is one that I did a review a while back, and this one is this nice vanilla sweet fragrance. This one's got vanilla, it's got a little bit of an animalic quality to it as well, but nothing too crazy. So if that kind of scares you off, you're thinking, oh, I don't want anything that's gross and animalic smelling, don't worry about it. You can slightly pick it up here in the scent, but the vanilla is the main player from the opening all the way to the dry down. There's a little bit of amber that I pick up in here as well, but like I said, main player you're getting is the vanilla. So if you're not a fan of that note, this is one you're going to want to pass on. For me personally, I love the note of vanilla, one of my favorites. And this one here, perfect, relaxing, sweet fragrance to wear to bed or any sort of thing like that. Perfect for any sort of cozy type of setting that you may be in. Fantastic, fantastic fragrance. One of my personal favorites. I actually got a sample of it first, and as soon as I smelled it, it was an instant love for me. I fell in love with it immediately, and I knew I had to pick up a bottle. So I do recommend you smell this one first before you buy it, just because these are a little bit more expensive than, you know, some other fragrances out there. But I would say, in general, if you like the note of vanilla and you like sweet, cozy fragrances like this, you're going to like this one. So coming in at number 6, Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. Coming in at number 5 here, we have MFK Sealed De Gum, or however you want to say that. I'm personally not too sure. This scent is quite a bit different than a lot of the other fragrances out there. This one is this like cinnamon waxy smell. One way that I personally described is it smells like a cinnamon candle, right? It's got this cinnamon quality, obviously, but with a waxy smell also. And that may sound kind of weird, that may sound unappealing, but if you smell this fragrance, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. So this one actually is an exclusive, so it's a little bit harder to pick up compared to the other MFKs, but still I'm including it in this list anyway, just because, you know, it's a really nice bedtime scent. It's another really nice, sweet, cozy fragrance. Honestly, this one kind of reminds me in a way of Christmas time. You know, just got that nice cinnamon sweet quality to it, almost like cinnamon cookies, and just, you know, it's very, very unique, very different compared to what else is out there, and it's just a really nice, cozy, warm fragrance. Of course, it has that incredible MFK quality. The blend is amazing. Smell is phenomenal. This is just a really nice one, definitely a winner for me. So that was coming in at number 5, Ciel De Gum. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Dior Homme Intense. So this is probably the king of powdery fragrances. You know, this one uses iris, which is kind of a pretty controversial note. Some people hate it, some people love it. Some people are in between, but I would say for the most part, it's either hate or love. I'm personally on the love end of the spectrum. I love iris and fragrances. It just smells great. At first, I was kind of, you know, shying away from it because I didn't want that powdery type of smell, but it wasn't until I actually smelled Dior Homme Intense and some other iris-based fragrances that I knew that I liked it. Dior Homme Intense is no exception here, coming in at the number 4 spot for a reason, because it's just a great powdery sweet scent, perfect for any sort of cozy type of encounter that you may be in, or just going to bed, something that's nice and easy and calming. You know, this one is great for that. So that's coming in at number 4, really solid one, Dior Homme Intense. Coming in at number 3, we have CH Men by Carolina Herrera. So I've talked about this one quite a bit on the channel, and this is one that I put off for a while as well. I ended up getting the CH Men Privé way before I got this one, and you know, I love CH Men Privé, and I put this one off for the longest time for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but eventually I ended up getting my hands on this, and I've fallen in love ever since. This is a nice sugary, sweet, leathery fragrance, and it just smells so sweet, so seductive, and just so warm and calming and just pleasant. It's got like this hint of a grassy green note as well, which gives it a little bit of a freshness to counterbalance, you know, that sugar leather sweetness. Just a really fantastic fragrance, and you know, it's one that I love wearing to bed. It's It's really, really hard to go wrong with this scent in my opinion. It's very subtle. A lot of people do complain about the performance, but really this type of scent is supposed to be subtle like that. You know, this is not one that's supposed to project across the room and be extremely loud. You know, this one is made to kind of sit closer to the skin and just be something that is to be discovered rather than pronounced out or projected out, I guess I should say. So coming in at number 3, CH Men, fantastic one. And, you know, like I said, one of my favorites to wear to bed. This stuff, really, really awesome. Coming in at number 2, we have Carner Barcelona Elborn. So this one shouldn't really be much of a surprise to you, another vanilla fragrance here, but this one goes in a completely different direction than Absolute Aphrodisiac. So if you're kind of wondering, hey, which one should I pick up? I want a nice vanilla fragrance, you know, should I pick up both? Should I pick up one or the other? To be honest with you, I don't think owning both is redundant at all. In fact, I would say absolutely not. They're both completely different scents. This one goes in more of a boozy vanilla direction and a little bit more syrupy sweet overall, whereas Absolute Aphrodisiac more is just like a straight up vanilla. When I smell Absolute Aphrodisiac, that to me is basically like smelling vanilla extract. If you've ever, you know, cooked or done any baking and you have vanilla extract there and you smell it, that's really kind of what Absolute Aphrodisiac reminds me of. This one though goes in a different direction. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want my personal favorite, it's Elborn all day long. I love this scent. I would easily choose it over Absolute Aphrodisiac. But again, you know, it is definitely reasonable to own both of them because they are completely different. Anyways, this one's coming in at number 2. I love this fragrance, and it's just so cozy, so warm, so sweet. Perfect for colder weather, and it's perfect for wearing to bed, snuggling up, cuddling, whatever the case may be. Coming in at number 2. And finally, coming in at number 1, I have a tea-based fragrance here. This one is Silver Mountain Water. So this one may be a surprise. You were probably thinking it was going to be something different considering the trend that we've been having going here. But no, Silver Mountain Water, my number 1. This scent, you know, is one of my personal favorites from Creed. It has been for quite a while now. I love the tea notes in this fragrance. I love the black currant mixture. It just smells incredible. And, you know, this one is kind of citrusy a little bit, right? And I said I wasn't going to be including fragrances like that. But, you know, this scent, though, just had to include it. I love wearing this one to bed. That tea note just really relaxes me, puts me in a good mood. I could have included Wulong Cha by Nishane in here as well. I could have also included Under the Lemon Trees by Replica. That one has a really nice tea note as well. I only wanted to pick one though, and at the end of the day, Silver Mountain Water is my favorite. You know, people do talk about Wulong Cha being the best tea fragrance out there, and it is really good. It's a fantastic fragrance. It has way better performance than Silver Mountain Water, but at the end of the day, Silver Mountain Water is still my personal favorite and is coming in at number 1. So guys, that was it. That was my top 10 bedtime fragrances. Like I said, I kind of tried to challenge myself here wearing a fragrance to bed every night for 30 days because like I said before this, that was something that I never did. Kind of thought it was weird that people wore a fragrance to bed every night. That was something I never thought I would do. And you know, it is kind of a cool experience. I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy it. So the question is, will I keep wearing fragrances to bed now that this whole video and challenge is over? And I don't know, guys, maybe, probably not every night, but whenever I'm in the mood for it, I'm probably going to. So that was a pretty fun video. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys wear to bed if you do. And if you don't, maybe give it a try. You know, like I said, I thought it was kind of weird. You may think it's weird, but you know, at the end of the day, I did enjoy it. And you know, you got to wear your fragrances at some point. If you're someone with a big collection, you know, just wearing fragrances during the day and that's it. You know, you're gonna take a while to get through all your fragrances. So, you know, if someone with a bigger collection, maybe you could do this. People with a smaller collection, maybe you'll think it's a waste, but, you know, it just depends on kind of what you have built up. So don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to turn on post notifications. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace out.